So we'll start with Huzaifa. What's up, buddy? He says, when using EMDs, since our brand name would be, see, you guys are seeing my screen. Okay. Excuse me. When seeing EMDs, since our brand name would be the EMD, target keyword slash target keyword, should we reference that brand name in title or would it create repetition when following the who you are, what you do, where you do it format? Well, okay. So an EMD is an exact match domain that typically when I think of an EMD, I'm thinking of a keyword based domain. So like, tree service grundyva.com, right? That's I'm located in Grundy, Virginia right now. So tree service grundyva.com or something like that would be an exact match domain. Um, Technically, I guess when you buy a domain with the same name as your brand or the company name, that would be an exact brand match domain. But I just consider that a branded domain, not an EMD, Huzaifa. So I think there's some terminology that we may not be speaking with the same terms. And so when I think of EMD, I think of an exact keyword match domain. And that is not a branded domain. A branded domain is a branded domain where the domain is the same as the company name. Now, in my industry, the tree service industry, there is a lot of partial match brand names. When I say partial match brand names, I mean a brand name that has a keyword included. All right. So tree service, tree care, those are usually kind of the two keywords that are the two primary keywords that we see in tree service company names is either tree care or tree service. There's others too, but it's usually one of those two. So I consider a brand domain as anything, and in a tree service industry, like for example, Felling Pro. Felling is a entity for tree removal or tree felling, but as it relates really to deforestation and logging and things like that. But it still means basically tree removal. It's kind of a variant and so that's why I like to use that as a branded domain because felling.pro means like tree removal pro. But it's a branded domain as opposed to an exact match domain, which would be tree removal pro or tree removal plus city, right? So tree removal, again, grundyva.com, that would be an exact match domain as I see it, right? A branded domain is felling pro. And then I could do something like Grundy is in Buchanan County. Looks like it would be Buchanan, but it's Buchanan County, Virginia. And so that's why I have a site that is buchanan.felling.pro, right? Because that is Buchanan County Felling Pro is essentially what that is saying. So to be clear, this is what I'm talking about, right? And now it looks funny because I'm zoomed in on it a little bit, but I just mentioned I'm in Grundy. So here is a site that is optimized for Buchanan County on the homepage and in Grundy on the underpage. And you can see the domain. So I consider this a branded domain because it's Buchanan Felling Pro, and the company's name is Buchanan Felling Pro. But it's not an EMD because if it were an EMD, then it would say like tree service grundyva.com. Does that make sense? Or grundytreeservice.com or something like that. So to answer your question, the other part of that is, no, because you're talking about the domain versus the SEO title. You see what I'm saying? The SEO title is where I talk about entity or semantic triplet statements, which is where we're trying to create an entity association between who you are, that's the brand entity, what you do, the product or service entity, and where you do it. That's the location entity. Do you understand? That's the SEO title. That's not the domain. And so the branded domain, if you have a brand name in the domain, which is what I recommend, and then you have the brand product or service location in the SEO title, that's not duplication, right? It's the brand name being reinforced. So I hope that makes sense. Even if you used an exact match domain, so a keyword based domain, you can still put a branded website on an exact match domain. And so, like, let's just say grundytreeservice.com, if I wanted to use that domain for this site, I could have, right? I would still have the name. I would still call it, in this case, the brand name is Buchanan Felling Pro. So that would be the brand name regardless of what the domain name is. And that's okay too. I've seen, you can have a branded, a company name that's on an exact match domain, so a keyword based domain. The problem and why I don't like to use exact match domains, keyword based exact match domains, is because that can trick over optimization trigger, like it can trigger or trip over optimization triggers, right? So in other words, it can trigger a filter for over optimization a lot easier when it's an exact match keyword based domain, if that's clear. So I don't typically recommend it. I always recommend going with, and I've been talking about this for 10 years, no kidding. I mean, way, way back. 10 years ago, at least, I was talking about using branded domains instead of keyword-based domains. That all said, currently, because of the helpful content, or not the helpful content update, excuse me, the Google spam update from December 2024, so the 19th through the 26th, I've seen a lot of exact match domains showing up in the top of search results for local search queries right now, even when the backlink profiles and everything else show no, like, there's no reason that they should be ranking. So, exact match domains, keyword based domains, are still to this day can produce a ranking benefit for sure. I don't like to use them because I always feel like there's going to be something that can cause them to not to perform as well. Plus, it's a little bit more challenging to optimize the site when you have an exact match domain because the keywords in the domain already. And so you got to be more careful on how you optimize so that you don't over optimize. Hopefully that's clear. By the way, that whole kind of spam update from December 2024, there's been a lot of unintended consequences that have occurred because of that. One of them is seeing these exact match domain type sites ranking way better in local search. That's not going to last forever. Google typically does this where it will roll out some sort of big update. And this was one of the bigger on page updates since the helpful content update, at least in my opinion, and according to the types of projects I work on, it was significant, this most recent update. And there was a lot of unintended consequences, which is normal, which means a lot of sites that shouldn't have been hit got hit, and a lot of sites that should have got hit got promoted. But that's normal. Like Google will start to dial it back and kind of like turn it down a bit, like modify or manipulate what they did in order to try to reduce unintended consequences and dial up what they intended it to do. And it's just a process. It takes time, guys. And so, like I said, I don't expect the exact match keyword based domains to continue to rank as well as they currently are right now. I feel like that is just something that occurred because of this spam update in December, which was about a month ago now. If that's clear. All right. So to answer your question, no, you want to constantly be speaking in semantic. Basically, you want to create entity associations in the SEO titles of top level pages. That's what we're doing. And that's why I always recommend that you include the brand name. Either you start with the brand name or end with the brand name, but that's way you're always creating an association with what you want Google to understand about the brand, right? All top level pages. If the brand name is present and you're optimizing for categories and topics, essentially entity based SEO, then you're going to have in the SEO title the brand name, which will always be associated with the product or service entity that you're optimizing for, and or the location entity that you're optimizing for. So it's constantly creating entity associations through the document titles, the SEO titles of web pages, right? Google is a document retrieval algorithm. Okay.